Okay, I think that's the same CPU I've got. So you have. Let's go and load up a thing. What's that? A MIPS 1004 KC. Right, it's a MIPS 32. Right, here's the question then. Are you planning on using what's the thing I'm gonna go? Are you planning on using the muscle or glibc? Okay, then for glibc you want the MIPS 32. Let's go and check what one that is. Okay, so you want to start with a MIPS 2 base and then upgrade it to a MIPS 32. That'll make sense as you do it. 032, I believe. Oh, is yours little Edian or big Edian? I think I read it was little. Yeah, hey, nice. Um, why would you want it to take multiple spec files? Just run two different catalysts. What, you can do multiple spec files? No way. I never knew you could do that. No, it's not the Celeron doing it. It's the 5950 doing the work. I'm not crazy enough to compile it on there. Not anymore, anyway. That was the old me that would do stuff like that. Oh, I never knew you could do that with Catalyst, though, Luna. What an absolute. Why am I not doing that more? That is actually legendary. What package we on anyway? I've not been checking. 171. We're flying through this. Absolutely flying. So nice not having to do any software emulation and actually just see how fast things can be built. It's so nice having a faster CPU nowadays. Remember we used to do this with the Skylake and have to wait bloody days for things to happen. And Luna, you could always do that. You just did Catalyst F stage 1 and then and Catalyst F stage 3. That's how we used to always do it. Right, okay, we've got GCC building now, so there goes the quick stuff. So we've got GCC to build. We've got what's the other one? God, LLVM. Brain works in mysterious ways. Yeah, you're right. Now, one thing I am wondering is, do I compile Rust, but set the Rust flags? I doubt it really matters for Rust. I could probably just use the bin and set Rust flags for the programs. You know what I could do? I could actually benchmark on a really slow laptop the difference between Firefox compiled and Firefox spin, just to see if we get anything different. That'd be quite an interesting test, I think, just for science. Don't know if anyone else would be interested in seeing that. But we could try Firefox compiled with O2, Firefox compiled with O3, and then Firefox bin, just to see what one gets us the best results. You need to look into Catalyst Auto for that, the weekly builds. Oh, God. Sorry for hitting the mic there. I was trying to sort the cable out because I was getting the thingy caught up on a laptop. Oh, keep getting stuck on it. I'll just pull that up around here like that. There we go. Now it's sorted. Yeah, but I mean, I know it's effort, but when you actually get to the point where you do doing the auto build weekly, then that's the way you want to be doing it. It'll make your life so much easier. What's up, Cal? Cal? Germ. I don't know what I'm calling you Cal for. Why would MIPS tick? That's a good question. So, if you're using a MIPS 32 CPU, then the MIPS 32 CPUs are based off the old MIPS 2 CPUs. If you're using a 64-bit MIPS chip, then they're based off of the MIPS 3 ones. I only learnt this out yesterday. Thank you. Thanks for being in a random conversation. Yeah, yeah, very good info. I was absolutely blown away because that's not how I knew MIPS worked. MIPS is such a strange architecture, but yeah. But just because something's a true 60, well, it gets a bit weird when you look at the 64 ABI as well. MIPS is such a weird one. It's one of them ones that you go and double check it with someone like Matro or for me, I'll go and see FRM FRNO 7. Is it Frune 7? Frederick Ring. I mean, the knowledge he's shared with me over the year from MIPS has been absolutely impressive. Like, didn't even know half this stuff existed. Yeah. Well, so you've learned a little bit more than I did. That makes a bit more sense to why it works like it does. Ah, I've got a thing. What DE do we go for on this computer? Anyone got any ideas? Obviously, I'm going to think cinnamon because I'm a cinnamon fan, but I don't know if it's a good choice. Do we try going for XFCE? I don't really like it, so I'm going to need some help pricing that if we go for it. Bad Luna. Do you know any good rices for it? Well, it's LXQT nowadays, isn't it? But because we've switched to using GTK, I don't think it'd be a good idea. LXDE's basically killed itself by accident in the QT rewrite. Yeah, I've never really played with that one. Is it in the repos, Luna? Yeah. Basically, there was a split. Well, there was an announcement that they were going to start working on a QT versions now, and they basically hinted that LXDE was dead because of it, but it wasn't what happened. So everyone kind of just left it because they thought it died, and it's basically become a self-fulfilling prophecy that it's killed itself in the long run. Now, my concerns of using whatever that D is it Pantheon? Pantheon is I'm trying to go for a system that's going to be rock solid, stable, no paper cuts. Do I want to be using that? You know what? Here's the question I want to ask. What's the RAM usage like on it? The reason I'm not using Cinnamon is because it hits about 600 megabytes. Please, if you could. Like a fresh boot up kind of want to be perfect if you could do that. Yeah, it was a very weird thing because I thought it was dead for a while, and then someone corrected me on Reddit of all places, you know that, and then it kind of sparked a conversation where we went to go and look into it, and then we were just like, oh, we but it's one of them ones where we both worked out we were right, and it was just turned out to be a sorry state of affairs. But yeah, definitely if you're gonna use it, I'd probably go with the QT version nowadays, just so or at least go and look into it. Make sure you're getting security updates. Like feature complete's fine as long as you're getting security updates. Yeah, we're quite interested to try out um, a new DE, especially if it's lightweight. So as I was saying to you, Snow, do you know some good themes for that for XFC? Maybe the same to turn it into a cinnamon style. Could be something nice to look into. Yeah, yeah, there is the old Windows 95 look, but would that look nice? Oh, if you could find anything on that Snow, that'd be absolutely helpful. Like, it might be the first time I start liking XFC because I've always had that thing with it where I don't like it, but I don't know why I don't like it. It's a weird feeling. Like, it's just not right for me. 508 RAM. Does anyone know what XFC uses nowadays? That's a fair point. I don't know. What do you guys think? Should we do a poll? Let's do a poll. I, yeah, I probably spelled it wrong. I know. Alright, I'll set the poll time for 10 minutes. Okay, yeah, it's up. We'll put it on. Let's see what you all think. I'm not too sure what one I want. I say I really don't want to use QT. Got to be. Pantheon is GTX, GTK, isn't it? Sorry, it is Pantheon, isn't it? Yeah, GTK 3. Thanks, Luna. Your helpful hints are always welcome here. Yeah. What did I say I missed you for? Yeah, please make sure you vote then. So it's XFC or Pantheon. Um, I'm not too sure. Kind of like a both idea of both. I don't think there's much difference in RAM usage. I don't make the bloody poll end up being equal. Ah, an overlay that's stable. That's not. If you're not filling me with confidence, this is a good D to be using on Gen 2. All thingy overlays should be using testing keywords. So that has put a little spanner in the works. It's something for me to go and check out, I suppose, later on. Just have a look into. You know what we could also get running on this? Get Plymouth working for a bit of a little bit of eye candy on the boot up. I see what you mean, but you could do accept keywords, so you could unkeyword your testing packages, and then follow in with the Gen 2. You kind of got me saying the old way. Gen 2. I mean, that's how I believe it's supposed to be anyway. I might be wrong, but I've always thought if you're doing an overlay, you're supposed to. I think it's supposed to be best practice. I suppose at the end of the day, you're running your repo the way you want to do it. There you go. You got your money's worth now. You don't need to refund your sub now. You got your money's worth. I'll see you again next month for me meal deal. Bit of Wall Street, lovely. No, Wall Market, no, Wall Street. Oh, I got a message from the GP surgery. Let's see what's wrong with me. Bet it's something stupid, like I can get a flu jab. They've just sent me an update to how to book an appointment that's been running for over a month anyway. Thank you very much for finally updating that. Layman was terrible. Like select repository is so much better. I used to dread using overlays, but now I like it. Again, this select repository module makes things so much easier to understand. You know what you're doing. Makes management. Well, it manages it all for you. Once you use the select one, you'll never want to go back. You know. Oh, you alright? What you been doing, buddy? It's my bad spelling. It's Pantheon. I can't spell to save my life. So yeah, let me fill you in very quickly. We've got a crappy laptop here running at about 1 GHz, 2 GHz boost, 2 GB of RAM, and we're trying to find a DE to use on it. So I can hear the music. Can anyone else hear it? Yeah, so you can only hear it when I speak. Well, you need to tell me these things, folks. I accidentally turned it off. There we go. Is that working now for everyone? Right, the audio level's okay? You know what? I think I've been just listening to music on my own for the entire stream. Look, you need to remember I'm an idiot with computers. You might think I'm good. I'm not. You need to tell me what's wrong. Well, all I'm going to tell you is this playlist was absolutely banging, and I'm so sorry you missed it, guys. Yeah, please nag me. Like, I've got no idea what I'm doing. Is the levels okay though for music? Just telling you. Wait, my British accent is like song, you know? Yeah, so we were looking at talking about that, and with when you've got a low memory machine, you want to be sticking to one of the display. I'm going to say display protocols, but it's the wrong word to use. So QT and JTK are lightweight, don't use much memory, but when you've got low memory, you don't want to have both running at the same time. That's what fills your RAM up quick. So you want to stick to using system apps. Sorry, excuse me. Oh, sorry. Yeah, you want to be sticking to system apps that all use the same thing. And saying, because your web browser is the main thing you use, that should be your choice. So if you use Chromium, you use Qt apps. If you use Firefox, you use I'm not going to get a Qt dependency. Did you push it to make it win? They always say one person doesn't make a difference. They've never met you. And you know what's best though? If it's bad, we can blame Luna all the time for it. And that's what makes me very happy. Don't think Snow got the joke there. Val, you are the biggest cutie I've ever met. But yeah, this laptop's absolutely terrible. We tried getting Cinnamon running. Sorry, not Cinnamon. Linux Mint running on it, because obviously it's a good distribution for the target that's using it. But it was so slow. Yeah, where is Maze? I didn't realise the other day that Maze is Mura, whoever her name is on Discord. I do like Maze. I see why you become good friends with her. I like her a lot. That's so. So yeah, let me tell you, I went to the Linux Mint server, and I'm not being horrible to them. They gave me some really good advice, but some of the stuff was really questionable. Bearing in mind, you know, I've listed everything that I've done. So I mentioned that I used XFC as a file system for the reduced file space and the reduced writes, because obviously it's a slow. It's a slow drive, and one of the voices recommended me to switch to XE4, even though I've already said to you it's a slower file system. And then after that, they said maybe use ButterFS for the snapshots, forgetting that it was a 32GB hard drive. Snapshots were the last thing I'll be needing, and you're like, oh. I mean, I'm making it sound really picky. There was some really good information they gave me in there, but it did make me laugh. I kind of feel... yeah, let's not talk about ZFS at the moment. We're just getting over a huge data corruption bug on that. If you're running 2.20 pools, make sure you upgrade to 2.2.1 immediately. And if you're running below 2.20, stick on what you're on now. Don't go above. It's you want to be under 2.2. It is a nasty bug. Someone came onto the Discord server, lost everything. But yeah, don't be recommending ZFS to people currently until that is properly resolved. Find out what version of your pool's running. It's no easy way to find out, but if you Google find out what version you're on, it will show you how to check the features to what one you're on. To be honest, it is an easy way. When did you install ZFS roughly? That's fine. Yeah, but so we can try and work out, make sure you'll be safe. Well, it depends what distro you want. On Gen 2 and Arch, no. On Linux Mint, it's just a button. I suppose it's more popular, so someone would make it GUI. Yeah, so Linux Mint's got a Calamaris thing, so I'm guessing nearly all distros have a GUI for it, really. Ooh. Itchy beard, did they? Yeah, you can add an extra drive in later on though, can't you? You can just do the install like that and add it on. Again, no GUI, so I see where you're coming from. No, you actually weren't hearing me. I thought it was just because I was insulting you, you decided to say that. I was saying some nasty things about you, and you said it just at the time where I thought you was making that joke about, can you hear me? Saying that you can't, hear what I'm saying about you. What have you done about my dulcet tones? point, mate. Mate, we've been going for 2 hours and it doesn't feel like that. It's one of your favourite streams, Una. It's like the HCP. It's all fun and games until you blow up your GPU. Wait, I just blew my GPU up. I've got it in my head. I sold it on eBay for 30 quid. I was like, oh, I suppose 30 quid's better than it just sitting on the side. That error doesn't look good. I guess I failed a test. Did I change this to OS? I thought I kept it O2. I feel like I've just installed everything to OS. I guess we're running OS then, not O2. Is that what you was on about with the S earlier on? And I was fucked up. Oh, Germ, I see what you meant. Oh, I'm fucking an idiot. Okay, OS it is. Now. Well, it is. I'm an idiot because I even talked myself into O2 and the benefits of it. But really though, I knew that S is going to be better for 2 gigs of RAM to reduce the memory usage and make things run faster. So yeah, I did it on purpose. Yeah, that's what we're going to go for. You be quiet, Luna. I can hear you sniggering in the mirror. God's sake. I can't believe I've done OS rather than O2, but who cares? I'll probably be grateful that I did it in the end, you know? No spoilers, Snail. I think I'm a little bit ahead of you then, because I've got the Juno music playing at the minute. I'm going to have to play the game on stream soon. I think, what do you reckon? After I finish Zelda off, we'll play find a fancy new threat. Right, okay, so OS is an optimization that is which puts binary size over performance. So in our case, the processor will run faster with O2 because it's got a good cache size, 2 megabytes of L2 cache, but we've got 2 gigabytes of memory, so there's a balancing act there of which one's going to be the better performance. Do you give the processor the best thing so it gets the task done quickly, or do you keep the memory low to keep the system running faster that way, so you're out of swap? My friend is playing 16. He kind of said he likes it and likes some of the stuff they do, but he seems to have fallen out with it. I was looking into ZRAM. Maybe you can help me with this one, Will. So obviously you both know that you can't swap isn't. Wait, let me try and put this in the thing. Sorry, I've only had a few hours sleep. So when you're doing your swap, you can't. You're not. This doesn't add to your RAM. It's just a catch to put the memory into in it. So you're not actually running stuff in it. You're just like Germ said that you can't compile in swap. But then at the same time, I can't run an application in swap either. So it needs to come out of swap and into main memory. So would using ZRAM on a low memory machine actually be a benefit? Because basically all ZRAM is a fast hash, so you put it into swap into ZRAM and it will quickly get out of ZRAM. What I'm thinking I should do is set up some benchmarks to run and just try and find out what the optimal level is. Is it working well, Luna, or is it you think it's working well? Because we're all like that, you know what I mean? We kind of tell ourselves things work better, but we never really confirm things work better. I can't even remember you doing it, Germ, to be honest. I vaguely remember the conversation coming up, but I don't remember you showing me the answer. Oh, really? Oh, in that case, then, maybe you are right. Maybe using it, as I said, as like a caching drive. So it'll be, I'll have the main RAM, a little bit of ZRAM, and then swap file, and then there'll just be like a little middle ground between it. Yeah, but Fedora's targeting a completely different system, innit? Like, you know, if a Fedora installs like an 8 gigabyte system, gotta remember this is just a 2 gig machine. Like, we're in a real low position. You wouldn't be running Fedora on a 2 gig machine. But again, you're not. If I run it as the full speed, let's benchmark it. We'll do a stream where we benchmark the difference. Let's actually find out. What's going to be a good test? Do we compile something? I feel like that would be a good test. That's going to push the system, innit? Or do we do like a synthetic benchmark with ExpressNG or something? You know what, Joe? I might have missed it. It might have been Sean, because I don't remember you finishing it off. Yeah. No, I'm not saying. Just to be clear, I'm not saying you're wrong or anything. I was just trying to. I was wondering if you benchmarked it. That's what I'm trying to say. But yeah, let's do that. Let's do a. Let's try and do stuff. And then, let's say, what do you reckon? Do you reckon compiling is going to be the way to test this? Oh, poor germ. Well, you can help me do these tests. You're the expert. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Maybe like if it's compiling, approaching max RAM, then what program would be a good one to test? Do we compile something big like GCC? No, because I don't really want that on the system. Let's go for GCC because it's already there. Oh, that'll stress it out. No J has to be a good one. I mean, to be honest, we could just compile LLVM. That's a good one. That it's 4 gigs of memory. I'm using LTO though. But yeah, LLVM hits about 4.5 gigabytes per thread. So maybe that's the one to go for the test. And we'll do 2 gig ZRAM, 1 gig ZRAM, and 500 megabytes ZRAM. And then depending on that, maybe like a 200 megabyte, just for a thingy. But it depends on the results of the other one go. And then we'll do no ZRAM, and we'll just compare the three. I'll just find some extra RAM slots on the floor, should I, to be able to do a 4 gig. Or are you actually being serious? Just see if doing more does do anything. We could do. Should we do? Do you actually reckon that'd do anything? It can't. It won't do anything, will it? It's just gonna. We could try. Just see what happens. All right. Yeah. What do you reckon about them tests, though? I think that's a fair way. Yeah, LLVM's very huge on the RAM uptake at the moment, I'd say. The worst part about it though is it fails right at the end. WebKit's just going to take too long though. There, the screen's just turned up. I'll be back in 5. Back again. Missed anything? Yeah, my monitor is 1080p. Should I be worried? What have I missed? I've only been gone like 2-3 minutes. How many points? I think you've earned a stream reward, Germ, that you can just pick a topic for the day. Where'd you into? He's running a MacBook. You're the only person and that's not putting anything bad in. Everyone tries to bloody ruin it. You know what they make me run? Yeah, look. Let me show you what everyone makes me run. Give me a second. Like, look at this shit they make me put on my system. Bear with me. Didn't realise how many windows I got open.